Jenny,
Woody,
what do they say about the quest?
what goes on at the quest stays at the quest.
But I got a quest story.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Lido, Loca cruise show. I'm your host, Tony B. I'm your guide into that cruise life today. And yeah, just like Jenny said, what happens in the quest, you're not supposed to talk about it. If you're unfamiliar with what the quest is, well, it's an adult game show that happens on cruise ships that can be a little racy, and that is the rule. No cameras, and what happens at the quest stays at the quest. It's like Las Vegas. You're not supposed to say anything, but I got a story that I think would be helpful, and so I got to tell it. Now, I'm going to tell it as vaguely as possible to protect the innocent. But the main thing for this video, the main thing that you need to take away is before you go play the quest game with your significant other, you need to have a little conversation. You need to establish the ground rules. You need to have some boundaries, because if not, stuff's going to go south real quick. So let me paint the picture for you. We're in the lounge of a cruise ship. You like how vague that is? And there's some cruise entertainment worker hosting the quest. Now, the quest is an adult scavenger hunt. They're going to say things like, I need a picture of a baby. And that's one of the things. I need a necktie. I need to see a brassiere without it being on a woman. Those kind of things. It just gets worse from there. And the problem started in this quest game when the entertainment staff said, the next quest is I need to see a female twerking. I don't know if you know what twerking is, but twerking is a dance move where the behind of the twerker moves up and down. Look it up on the internet, okay? I'm not here to educate you on twerking. But, you know, it's a fairly popular dance. It's a little suggestive. And we were watching some people play the quest, and there was a lady whose husband encouraged her to get up there and twerk. He encouraged her to do other things, like maybe show a hidden piercing. There's a lot of stuff going on, a little much for my innocent eyes. So she was twerking at the behest of her husband. Yay, twerk, you got it, baby, do it, do it. She was going to town. She was trying to get the points for her team. It's all about teamwork here. And then at one point, she encouraged a gentleman to apply a little force to her twerking behind in the form of a spanking. Okay, do we have the picture here? Is it two spanking the twerking lady? And the man that she encouraged to spank her behind, well, it wasn't her husband. As you can imagine, red flags went up. And not only did red flags rise, but so did the gentleman's temper. The guy who had encouraged his wife to get out there and participate in the quest, all of a sudden, he was no longer in favor of her participation. He aggressively removed her from the playing area and began to give her a tongue lashing. He began to argue with her in a way that was very unsettling to people watching this situation unfold. And look, she was giving it back to him. She was like, look, buddy, you wanted me to participate. You wanted me to get up there and shake what I got. And now you're mad. And he was like, yeah, you're mad. Now, honestly, they both have been drinking quite a bit, and this might have had something to do with it. But it became apparent in that moment that they had not established the rules of their quest participation in advance. Now, I don't have any degrees in relational sociology, anything like that, but I have been in a relationship with my lovely bride for close to 20 years. And if I know anything, when it comes to these kind of situations, you got to set some ground rules. If you like to participate in these things, it could be considered a little bit racy, could be considered a little bit outside the norm of how you live your day-to-day life. If it's something that's going to affect another person, like your partner, your spouse, somebody that you're in a relationship with, talk to them about it. Is it okay if it gets a little crazy in the quest? Is everything go in the quest just for the sake of fun? Because look, at the end of the day, I feel like this woman, she wasn't trying to make a move on the man that she invited to smack her derriere. I don't think she wanted to go back to the cabin with him. She was going to be excited to go back to the cabin with her husband. But man, he took it in a way quickly that she did not expect. But yeah, it was wild times, and I thought security was going to have to get involved. I thought it was going to go down in Funky Town. I thought the whole quest was going to come to a crashing end. This didn't resolve well. The guy, he chugged a bunch of alcohol. He ran out of there mad. We saw the couple later in the casino. They were still in a fight. And let me tell you, it left enough of an impression. We just did a podcast. I'm going to point you over to the podcast channel where we talk about fights that you can get in on a cruise. This was probably the most epic fight that I'd seen so closely. This couple getting into it over twerking. Make sure you check out the podcast channel. I just want to leave you with a question. Have you ever gotten into a fight over some questionable behavior on a cruise? How do you navigate this kind of thing? If you're somebody that likes to participate in these adult activities, what kind of conversation do you have with your spouse? Are you hearing this thinking, wow, this is the craziest thing that you've ever heard? Man, quest gone wrong. And look, again, this may not have even happened, because what happens in the quest, it stays in the quest. Hey, I'm going to point you to the video that I made about people being offended yesterday. Make sure that you check that out. This is Tony for the Lido Loca Cruise Show. And until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Bye.